What's up, bro? I wanted to share a technique that's called productive meditation, and it comes from the book that's called Deep Work. Now, if you have meditated before, it's like kind of like a mindfulness meditation, but it's like you concentrate not on your breath or or just maybe your thoughts, right? But you concentrate specifically on some problem which is it's like a well-defined and a clear problem. So what is the key here? So productive meditation is like, it's what the author calls, it's like an exercise in depth. It's like it has two benefits. First of all, it's that you just learn to think much better, because it's you learn to think much better because people who are constantly like thinking, they're constantly like not overthinking, right? But people who are constantly thinking on like big problems, the important problems, they, well, first of all, of course, they like gain they gain like thoughts and all of that stuff, but they also learn to think better over time. So if you think if you think about it, it's much simpler to think about difficult problems for scientists, for example, than to like people who are doing some dumbass jobs. It's all like, it's basically because of the scientists have been doing like the deep, like the productive work that people are like thought work, because it's difficult work. So how to structure your productive meditation. And it's also an exciting how to structure like any problem you solve, like if it requires a lot of thought. So it's like it has 4 steps. Three steps. First, identify the variables. And here's the thing: the author also mentions it. The pattern for it is actually really uncommon. So first, you have to find variables for your deep thinking. So start with if you have, for example, if I need, for example, to figure out the needs for my, I'm recording this video, right? I came to this video this way. I need to figure out my variables. My variables in this case are who is my target customer, so what is my market, who I'm talking to, right? So you are the guy who I'm talking to. I'm not just talking to a random guy, right? I'm talking specifically to you, the guy who is I think my idea is that you are somewhere from 17 to 21. You're actively seeking for self-improvement advice, or just advice how to live better. And you're probably already doing kind of good in life. So I have to identify the variable, and I have to identify what's, for example, interesting for you. That's another variable. So you can have it too. So I'm thinking, right? What are the books that I've read that might help you as a prospective customer? So, for example, the prospective listener. I've identified those 2 variables, and now I need to identify the next step question. I have identified that I have read recently a book that's called Deep Work, and I have identified that you are my prospective customer. So I need to identify what will I say in this video. And so there's basically I'm just structuring a framework on what I'm actually going to be talking in this exact video. And so I did structure the video I structured the video. So I started with the introduction and how I got to the story. I structured it what is the strategy that I'm talking, identify the variables strategy, and I'm talking right now about the tactics. And then I'm gonna maybe in the end give some how people use it in the past. But whatever. So you have to identify the variables. The next step, you identify the questions that the next step question. It's literally the next step question. Which video can I record so that my prospective customer, and about which video can I record about deep work, basically, and the productive meditation, right? And the third step is to consolidate your gains. So you've came up with the maybe it's idea in a So you've just recorded, say, you just thought, I need to record the video about deep work, I need to record the video, I need to record the video about productive meditation. How will I explain about that? How will I talk about that? And at this point, it's then when I start to consolidate my gains. So I'm starting to figuring out that, hey, I actually need to structure my video. Hey, I'm starting to structure that video, and all of that, it's actually a big thought process. So thinking of it, think of the productive meditation and how you should solve basically any thought problem in life. First, identify the variables that are tied to it. Second, identify the next step question. When you have the variables, identify the next step question. And third, when you have identified the next step question and you have answered that question, try to make sure that what you have learned is actually, it's more viable and like consolidate your gains. Just think about all the other things that might come into the solution. Okay, bruh, that was an interesting video, damn. Right, leave the comment and subscribe, something, bro. Good luck. Mwah. See you.